and welcome into the Blend Extra. Today, of course, is Friday, and it's weird to think that this is the last weekend of October. So today is October 24th, and I'm DJ Baker. Coming up on today's show, we have first aid kits, Halloween displays, and peanut allergies. But first things first, we have to take a peek at our weather. When it comes to today, high pressure is sitting overhead. That will make our winds relatively calm, so a pleasant day is expected after our first freeze of the season, with temperatures topping out right around that 54-degree mark. Overnight tonight, we'll see some increasing clouds, but another cool night with areas of patchy frost. But no frost advisories likely will be issued because now that we've had our first freeze, they kind of get away from any frost or freeze warnings. Now progressing out on this weekend, fair mixture of sunshine and clouds Saturday. 1 or 2 spotty sprinkles can't be ruled out. Highs once again into those mid-50s. Back to the lower 60s though for our Sunday. At a gorgeous looking day with a good amount of sunshine. Another slight chance for some precipitation overnight Sunday into Monday. Now heading into next week, temperatures a slow decline, upper 50s Monday, mid-50s Tuesday, and then middle to lower 50s by Wednesday, with Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all offering some chances for some showers here or there. Let's take a quick look outside our primetime audio video East State Street Cam, seeing those gorgeous blue skies. And well, today's not a bad day to get outside. Of course, though, a lot of us will have to dress relatively warm. In Iowa, a pair of siblings are helping to increase access to basic medical care across the state. Abigail Curtin explains how the brother and sister duo are making a difference.
Millie and Krish Sethi have always liked giving back. That's why the siblings started their own nonprofit in 2023 at just 16 and 10 years old. But rather than give food or clothing, they chose a more clinical route.
People provide food, water, even shelter to them, but they don't provide something as simple as like a medical kit.
They call it the Pure Kindness Foundation.
Then we close it up.
Here in their basement, they compile medical supplies to create first aid kits for those in need. They've partnered with organizations across the state to provide basic supplies to treat small medical issues like cuts, scrapes, swelling, and more. It's not easy work either. Creating these kits involves regularly driving to Minnesota to pick up the supplies from another health nonprofit, Matter NGO. But just recently, that work paid off when they hit a new milestone. 1,500 kits donated.
When we found out, we were overjoyed that we could help that much, because that's, like, when you put it into perspective, that's just so many families.
Even though Millie will graduate from high school next year, neither sibling says they plan on stopping. Both have dreams of expanding Pure Kindness into other states.
We want to donate more, maybe hit that 2,000 mark if we can in the next year.
But until that day comes, they'll keep packing help, hope, and help, one kit at a time.
An Illinois water park is getting into the Halloween spirit with a giant display. The Great Wolf Lodge in Gurnee constructed a 70-foot wide spider made entirely of balloons. The display is made from 15,300 balloons and took 256 hours to build with a crew of 9 balloon artists. The massive floating arachnid has taken over the water park resort's grand lobby in spirit of the Great Wolf Lodge Halloween celebration. The display is inspired by the wolf spider, famous for being a speedy hunter with excellent eyesight. In addition to the giant mama spider, there are 12 baby spiders in the lobby, each 8 feet across. And yeah, no thank you. Not a big fan of spiders, but a balloon spider, okay, I can kind of get there. Well, this week, Samsung launched its new Galaxy XR headset. The $1,800 mixed reality device was developed in partnership with Google. It lets users view apps on massive virtual screens, but what makes the headset stand out is the way it works with Gemini, Google's AI assistant. The digital assistant is able to see what the user sees. That means you could look at a restaurant or landmark, for example, and ask Gemini to tell you all about it, as a cheaper alternative to Apple's $3,500 Apple Vision Pro. Samsung hopes the Galaxy XR will draw its users who weren't interested in virtual reality before. Well, coming up next, we'll take a look at a new study that shows peanut allergies are actually on the decline.
First Alert Weather Plus, the State Line's only 24/7 weather channel, on air at 19.3 WSLN, the First Alert Weather app, or wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by Total Exteriors.
They make the plays, you make them famous. Football Frenzy Play of the Week, only on WIFR. Sponsored by Holcomb Bank.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A first alert action day for the potential of strong, severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
At WIFR, we want to know, does your pet have an entertaining personality? What about their unusual features? Do they have an iconic sense of fashion? Why not give them the spotlight they deserve with WIFR Pet Picks? Scan the QR code or go to WIFR.com. Click on See It, Send It, and upload your pet's picture or video. They could even be featured on WIFR News at 6. WIFR Pet Picks, sponsored by First Staffing.
When you want to know right now, predict, or catch up on the stories you missed, download video of your local news on the WIFR News app. Live breaking news.
We have reports of multiple shots fired.
Real-time forecasts.
We are tracking some rain potential for tomorrow.
Custom alerts for the stories that impact you. It's fast and, best of all, free. The WIFR News app, where the news and video you want are all in one app.
They make the plays, you make them famous. Football Frenzy Play of the Week, only on WIFR, sponsored by Holcomb Bank.
And thank you so much for sticking with us. It's been a decade since a landmark study recommended peanut products be fed to young babies in order to help prevent the development of life-threatening allergies. Since then, peanuts allergies have significantly declined in the U.S. according to a new study. In today's Health Minute, Manny Gaither looks at the data.
For decades, parents were told to keep peanuts and nut products away from young children until age 3. But in 2015, research caused experts to flip-flop. The current guidelines say introducing these foods in infancy can actually help prevent food allergies.
The end goal is to see this tide turn.
A new study published in the journal Pediatrics determined about 60,000 children have avoided food allergies since guidelines changed, including 40,000 children who otherwise would have developed peanut allergies. Still, about 8% of children are affected by food allergies, including more than 2% with a peanut allergy.
There's been a lot of fear.
Dr. Ruchi Gupta says that fear may have stopped some from following the guidelines, but she says parents should start introducing peanut products as soon as their baby is ready to eat solid foods, usually around 4 to 6 months.
Use like peanut butter, smooth peanut butter, and then thin it out with breast milk, formula, applesauce, whatever you desire. And then slowly introduce it to your baby. A little bit on the lip, let them lick it, add a little bit more.
Gupta says when introducing peanut products, parents should watch out for signs of an allergy like rash, hives, and vomiting. She says those are the most common symptoms in babies with a food allergy.
But if they eat it just fine, then I recommend just keeping it in their diet, keeping it in 2 to 3 times a week. And hopefully, that way they go on to enjoying it.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Coca-Cola is slowly selling its classic drink made with cane sugar as opposed to corn syrup. Cane sugar Cokes are commonly internationally including Mexico, but corn syrup has long been used as an ingredient for Cokes in the U.S. largely due to the cost. But that high fructose product has long drawn complaints from Health and Human Services. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Coca-Cola officials say the cane sugar cans are currently available in select cities. This comes as Atlanta-based company is enjoying success with its sugar-free drinks, including Coke Zero and Smart Water. Over the years, the health industry has stressed that soda isn't healthy in general, regardless of where the sugar comes from. Well, coming up next, a new romantic drama based on a novel hits theaters this weekend.
Friday night, under the lights, we are like a jet, we taking a flight. I know my worth, they checking the price, they taking a risk, they rolling the dice. Yeah.
Tune into Football Frenzy Friday nights in the update at 10. Then watch Football Frenzy Plus right after, wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by McCloskey, Kessler & Associates.
Every first matters. That first alarm, your first cup of coffee.
And that first look of what the day can bring.
And WIFR is right here with you.
with your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A first alert action day for the potential of strong severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning.
Welcome back into the Blend Extra. The best-selling novel, Regretting You, has a film adaptation now playing in theaters. David Daniel has a preview.
Life can have a funny way of surprising you. My mom got pregnant with me when she was 18. She and my dad were high school sweethearts. My Aunt Jenny also ended up with her high school boyfriend, Jonah. I thought we would be one big happy family forever.
Family and first love are thrown for a loop in Colleen Hoover's Regretting You.
Your husband and sister were in a car accident. We did everything we could.
The tragedy raises questions with difficult answers.
Tell her the truth.
It would absolutely destroy her.
I will say I think this role is closer to who I am than maybe anything I've played before.
She's pretty different from anyone I've played probably since Marnie on Girls, and so it felt nice to kind of play someone at this stage of life and see how my real life experience of motherhood, parenting a toddler, is going to apply to portraying parenting a teenager on screen.
It feels like there's this wall between her and me.
You remember that age? Everything felt so complicated.
Claire Grant!
That can't be good.
Get in the car! 1 second.
I love the script, love romance things. I knew McKenna was involved and just sounded like fun, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a, both characters are so fun and it's such a sweet romance to get to portray.
Healing other relationships takes more time.
There's a lot I wish I'd done differently, but I'll never spend 1 second regretting you.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, that wraps up the time here for us on the Blend Extra. Thank you so much for joining us. You want to make sure you're staying warm here today and this weekend. We'll get outside while we have a little bit of warmth while it lasts because, of course, winter is just right around the corner. Have a great rest of your Friday.